Hey everyone, Scott from Yunnan Sourcing here. We are going to drink the 2012 Yunnan Sourcing Impression Cake, or Lincang, as it's called in Chinese. 2012, we blended this cake from spring and autumn 2012 material from Jinggu, Lincang, and Liang area. So, again, this is a affordable cake coming in at just $29. Great for aging. In fact, it's already been aged almost 5 years now. So this is let's brew it up and give it a try. I haven't had it for a few months, so I'm looking forward to kind of reconnecting with this tea. They're pretty good. Not very many burnt bits or anything like that. Generally pretty clean tea. So I'm actually going to drink the wash. Although it's quite hot. Very slight kind of tobacco-y smoky here in the wash. This tea definitely got a little bit of smoke during the kilgreen processing, but it's very slight. There's a real sweetness to it in the beginning. Smoky, a little bit sweet. Let's keep going. That's just the wash. Normally I would just cast that aside, but on a lot of the teas that I really like, I like to give it a try too, because that wash can also be telling. Some things will show up in the wash that won't show up later. Do a high pour in here to try and get that temperature down. Yeah, definitely a little smoky. It's just got that really nice, thick, perfume-like fruitiness that a good really properly processed sun-dried Pu-erh has. And it's really quite strong. Nice aroma. Tea soup, you can't see this, but it's kind of a golden. It's kind of tending towards a golden color, a little bit of orange creeping in there. Again, 5 years of age here. Listen. I think because of the region, this tea really is starting to kind of remind me a little bit of a Xiaoguan tea. Because it has that smokiness, and it has that, a lot of Xiaoguan teas are Lincang teas and Liang teas. A lot of their materials sourced from those areas, so it's not surprising that this has some of that character, some of that Xiaoguan-y character, if we can use that term. Really brothy, thick, full-bodied, returning sweetness here. Keep going here. Lindsay's over there cleaning herself up, making some noise. This tea has been really popular. If you go to our old site, which is still up, the old version of Yunnan Sourcing, you can go to the old Yunnan Sourcing and check the reviews on this tea. There's quite a few reviews on it. In fact, you can check any of the teas on the old site there. It's old.yunnansourcing.com. So you can go and check that out. And I wasn't able to bring the reviews over from the old site to the new site, so that was kind of a bummer. We lost a bunch of reviews, a lot of great reviews in there of this tea and tons of other teas. But yeah, you can go on that site and search and find this tea. You can read some of the other reviews. The other thing is I'd really like to reach out to everybody. If you have a tea of Yunnan Sourcing and hopefully you like it, and hopefully it's worthy of a 5-star review or a 4-star review. Definitely leave a review. If you go directly to the product page on yunnansourcing.com or yunnansourcing.us, you can click on, there's a write a review button there, and you can add your review there. I know that everybody gets email prompts sometimes, but in fact you can just go directly to the product page and leave a review as well. So those reviews really help other people decide which teas they might enjoy trying. So, there's a nice bitterness and a cooling taste that I noticed with this tea, that I noticed with a lot of the wild arbor and even the older arbor teas. So, really balanced bitter and astringency here. It's not one or the other. They're really just side by side, and it kind of just creates this expansive feeling. The body's really good. Maybe not as good as a $70 tea or $100 tea, but for coming in under $30, I feel like this tea has a lot of complexity and a lot of body. Let's keep going. I'm not going to do 10 steeps. In sessions that I've done, I feel like this tea reliably gives you a good 8 steeps, and then it starts to fade quite a bit and will become more astringent and less bitter. And the sweetness is still there, but it's more muted in later steepings. So again, this tea is not going to outperform our, $60 teas or $80 teas or $100 teas, but it really doesn't need to, and it has its own really distinct character from the blending. So if you like some of these bigger factory teas like Xiaoguan or Monghai Dai, you may find that this tea fulfills that, but while having its own character. Again, really nice golden tea soup. You can feel the age. You can feel there's a little bit of age on it. The leaves, nice, generally dark color, not too much, tending towards black tea, that kind of, wilted. Not super big leaves like old arbor or anything like that. This is definitely some plantation tea and a little bit of what they call yifeng cha, which is wild arbor. It just kind of grows naturally kind of tea, but probably not from older tea trees. At this price point, you just can't expect that. This is one of the best steepings yet. Really still super bright, popping. It's still coming out with a little more punch. This tea is far from being steeped out. We're only on steeping 4 now, or 3 if you don't count the wash. Just really nice, sweet. There's a little bit of almost like a camphor spice going on here. Sweet. A little bit of dryness here. You feel that. That's the astringency, which is getting into the tongue a little bit. A nice kind of mouth-watering effect as well. Could have steeped that a little bit longer. When I start talking, my Gong Fu Cha goes downhill big time, so forgive me. Let's see if I can steep this one a little bit longer and then we can call it quits. But again, this is a tea that I didn't press a huge quantity of it. I think maybe it was 150 or 200 kilos. I do know that we are getting down to the last few cases of this tea, so if you're interested, definitely pick it up. At least pick up a sample and give it a try. If you feel an affinity towards it and you feel like this is something that you'd like to age, I definitely would encourage you to pick up some now, because it's been 5 years and it's not going to last. It's not going to be around much longer. So This is also a tea that I didn't brand specifically as Yunnan Sourcing, so I didn't put any Yunnan Sourcing markings on it or on the Nefei, or I didn't put any QR codes and things like that. So it's been fairly popular with people who might have a little tea shop, or just kind of, hobby resellers as well, who can resell this cake without, having their customers know that it comes from Yunnan Sourcing. So there's no identifying marks anywhere on it. So might be a good option for those of you who are reselling tea. But really, I created it as an affordable tea to age. So let's go and drink this last one here. Still a nice golden yellow tea soup. Very clean tea. I don't notice, even with the even using the little strainer here, I'm not catching that much. There's definitely some broken bits, but the burnt bits are very few. The smokiness, by the way, faded pretty much entirely by the 3rd steeping. Now we're on the 5th steeping here. Really nice, just really smooth. There is a little bit of that dryness, but there's also kind of a real cooling sensation in the mouth as well. And this really nice it's kind of hard to describe, but brothy, full, sweet, kind of almost like a bone broth kind of taste. So check it out, 2012 Yunnan Sourcing Impression. Thank you for watching. Bye.